funny story really quickly. Yesterday, I realized that I left my phone charger at school. So I decided that I was going to walk back down to the school to see if I could get it from the school if it was still open. Anyhow, I found out that the school was closed and there was no security guard for me to ask to open the building so I could get my charger. So I figured I would do the next best thing. So that would have been to come back to my apartment and ask the security guard here if he by any chance had a charger that could help me. Anyway, so long and short of the story is he did have a charger, and I ended up standing outside by the guardhouse for about 2 hours charging my phone because I couldn't get my charger back from my school at that time of the night. It was already too late and the building was locked. So I guess this really goes to show how tight security is in China, particularly in schools. Because even though I teach at the school, I have a code, guys. I have a code for the door and I still couldn't get in. That's how tight security is. And I'm like, wow, if this country is so safe, there are no guns, there is no crime, and the security is so tight, then why is it that American schools don't even have a gate, a proper gate? Most schools don't even have a security guard. I'm just giving you a minute to think about that for effect, because this has always been like an issue for me. When I was teaching in the US, I really felt uncomfortable about the fact that the government did not really pay much attention to security of our students and our teachers and other persons who work in administration in our educational institutions. And I mean, we always sing about, oh, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. How are we teaching them well? If they don't even know that a school or an organization should be properly protected to safeguard the lives of its workers, then how are they going to learn anything, really? And secondly, I was so worried at some points about my safety and my students' safety, particularly because I worked in the South, and I had a lot of students that really struggled and struggled with community issues, struggled with safety issues, you know what I mean. And lovely kids, don't get me wrong, I really love those kids. But the truth of the situation is that a lot of them are from, like troubled communities, and they have no control over the community in which they live. So the least we can do is to make our schools a safe place for them to want to come. So I don't know what you think or what your take is on this issue, but I just thought that I would mention it. Just because I wanted to compare the two schools and the way how safety is seen or not seen. And also, one more thing, even though it's so safe over here, another thing is that like staff members can take their families in. Once the school is not a public school, staff members can take their families in, and their families can stay throughout the entire day if they want to in the staff area. So I really like that. It can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but we do have a big space, so it doesn't make it that hard to have like family and friends around or staff. But what do you guys think about this issue? What do you think about safety in our schools? What do you think about the fact that in our American classrooms, our students are not really safe, and that makes it prone to school violence? I just want to know what your take is on the issue. So let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down